EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Home to try. 21. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Wilcox. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hey, Kappa. 12.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. That's good for 28 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 11.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dukes. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Good.
Stroud off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Hey. Hey.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line.
Go.
Herbert. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
5-9. Go.
Herbert now. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Davis from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now they'll try to run a reverse here. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Here we go.
Stroud. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
In motion goes the tight end.
Hey, Uno Mars.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dukes. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5. Herbert throwing again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Quick throw to Freeman on the slam. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Home troops right. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, ram. Set. 380.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Look at hot.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. As Stroud now to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Texans nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll roll him out right. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that?
And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, let's go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
21. Hey, ram.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll run on first down. Wilcox. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Open man downfield is Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Let's go, man.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, Ray.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this...
And now here's another interception. Now he's loose at the 40. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers.
Now it's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion. Ready.
Here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding. Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory.
And now here's another interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Stroud out of the gun here. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Wilcox. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throwing left sideline complete. That's Newton. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Stroud working out of the gun. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for right, and he finds him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Luke Musgrave. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Run! 21. Set.
This a quick pass to Davis. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Chargers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game, and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They get to Stroud. Nowhere to go, and he goes down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Stroud flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Let's go.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
380. Cut. Home troops right. Set. Set.
They'll run on first down. Wilcox. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Set.
3rd and 8.
Go, let's go. Real.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
5-9, 5-9. 380. Cut. Hey, Kappa. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try the left side. Wilcox. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
59. 5-9. Home troops right. Hey, OP. 21. Hey, ram. Crowd right. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this team.